question 21. First part, we've got to fill in the cumulative frequency table. Cumulative frequency is a running total. So the first row is the speed of how many lorries were travelling between 0 and 20 kilometers an hour. The next row is how many were travelling between 0 and 40 kilometers an hour, and that includes these two, which are going between 0 and 20, and these 9, which are going from 20 to 40. So we add these two together to get 11. The next row of the cumulative frequency table, how many lorries were travelling between 0 and 60? Well, again, it's those two plus those 9, because they were all doing less than 40, plus it's these 23 that were doing between 40 and 60. So 11 plus 23 is 34. And you continue down, adding up all of these values to get a running total. 65 between 0 and 80, and then you get 92, and then finally you get 100. And this value here, the final value in the cumulative frequency table, should be the same as the number of pieces of data that you're using. Okay, next part, you're asked to use that information to draw a cumulative frequency graph. Cumulative frequency is plotted against the upper class width. So we plot 2 against 20, 11 against 40, 34 against 60, and so on. There are 10 little boxes between 0 and 20. That means every little box is worth 2. So there we go. There's 10, 11, 34, 80 against 65, 100 against 92, and 120 against 100. And then we join those up with a smooth curve, freehand, as neat as you possibly can. Part C, find an estimate for the number of lorries with a speed of more than 90 kilometers an hour. We draw a line up from 90 and then along, and we read off 70, 78. Remember, this is a running total, so up to 90 kilometers an hour we've got an estimate that there were 78 lorries travelling at that speed. We're interested in the number who are travelling more than 90 kilometers, so we want to know these ones over here, and the number of those travelling at that speed are these ones here. Difference between 78 and 100 is 22. Your value here will depend upon how accurate your curve is. You're allowed any answer for part C within the range 18 to 24, as long as it's coming from a reading of 90 from your cumulative frequency curve.